Unbelievable. A serious war is kind of ensuing between the North and the South. As the Northerners are saying, don't compare Sunday Igboho with Prophet Muhammad. Can you imagine? And this is really causing a serious trouble. The Islam Afenifere for saying something about, and it's just very unreal. On a more serious note, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. The Afenifere statement that attracted a lot of backlash from Muslim faithful on social media has said that Prophet movement was given a wrong interpretation by the Yoruba group. Islamic faithful on social media has condemned a statement by Yoruba sociocultural group Afenifere compelling the travails of Sunday Igboho, aka Adeyemo, to Prophet Muhammad. In a statement issued on Monday by the National Publicity Secretary of the Afenifere leader, had noted that there was nothing wrong if Igboho seeking asylum out of the country where his safety can be granted. Afenifere had said there was nothing wrong with his intention, saying they recalled that Moses has to be taken away from praying eyes of Egypt and his agents in Egypt. Prophet Muhammad too had to leave his hometown Mecca for Medina in order to escape persecution. Thus, there is nothing wrong in Igboho seeking the same thing, first and foremost, in the eyes of the law for him to be safe. The Afenifere statement has attracted a lot of those from the north saying that it should never compare Sunday Igboho to their dear prophet, who was given wrong interpretation by the Yoruba group. The interpretation they are talking about is when the Afenifere compared and said, well, the prophet also had to be taken from Mecca to Medina to escape persecution. And they also gave one in a Christian rite how Moses was also safe and taken from the praying eyes of his parents and Egypt wanting to destroy all the firstborn and put in the very eyes of Pharaoh unknowingly. But the north has faced the south. Afenifere is saying, how dare they compare Sunday Igboho to their very own people? Many issues have been going on, and they have asked the Afenifere to apologize for using their very holy prophet who left Mecca for Medina in a fear of persecution, left to worship God, and not running like Sunday Igboho is doing, and was not doing any such thing as Sunday Igboho. When Sunday Igboho migrated to Benin Republic to smuggle himself to Germany. He was arrested, tortured, and molested, handcuffed, and police sent him to cell. That never happened to our prophet. And so Afenifere have no right to compare Sunday Igboho to our very dear prophet. So my people, na so the matter they reach. The North say, how dare Sunday Igboho compare their leader? How dare they compare their leader? How dare they compare their leader? That, well, there is no such ground for comparison. But if you look at it, the grounds of comparison is not just for, I believe they were trying to do both, both Islam and a Muslim and a Christian kind of comparison. Because if you look at it, they also used another illustration, another example, also from the Christian rights as well. So what exactly is going on here? Anyway, the North is seriously on, Afenifere, asking them not to, asking them why they had to in any way compare, why they in any way had to, bring up the issue that their leader also ran at some point, escaping persecution or judgment at that point in time, that he had to leave Mecca for Medina. Well, my people, now so the matter they reach you. Afenifere made a statement, and in that statement they were comparing, saying that this is the same thing, that there's nothing wrong in Sunday Igboho seeking asylum in any nation of the world, as his life is currently in danger. So there is serious cause for concern here, because they are turning it into religious, political, kind of situation, and everybody is concerned. Really speaking, everybody is concerned, because these things are going beyond you can ever imagine. These things are becoming words that are becoming like a war of words. It ought not to be so. No, in any way, form, or kind, it ought not to be so. But sadly, these are the things we're experiencing. These are the things that are happening. And Nigerians are just watching and saying, where do we go from here? People, this is what is happening. Is becoming religious. I mean, Sunday Igboho, you popular, not be smart, hey, you popular, hey, is becoming more than you can imagine. Is you popular because the matter now don't they go from one end to the other because they don't they talk now say may they not compare Sunday Igboho, they not compare Sunday Igboho at all with their own people or with their prophets. But I don't think they compared the prophet in a bad light, if you ask me. They were only saying people in time past, public figure, leaders in their own rights, had to be taken from one vicinity or one environment to another because of some things that were happening, and so that they can be safe. And they compared it with Sunday Igboho, saying, well, Sunday Igboho, could, also is seeking asylum because of the ordeal that is ongoing with him in Nigeria, and he needed to be safe, and so he needed to ensure that he has safety. And so he's doing everything possible to ensure that his life, is kept and he's not in trouble. You see, but I mean, it's been misunderstood clearly with what we can see. It's thoroughly been misunderstood. It's thoroughly been misunderstood because they are saying, don't ever do that again. Don't ever compare our prophets with Sunday Igboho. So what Sunday Igboho did and our prophet is two different things. I understand, and I don't think they mean that disrespect in the light in which he was saying. I don't think it was in light to disrespect or to undermine, the prophet in any way. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think the message is being passed on wrongly. If you ask me, I think that they are not getting the right vibe or the right statement with regards to what this really means. You see, that's what I feel. I feel it's just a misunderstanding because when you're too hasty and you're not open-minded to really understand what the other person is trying to say, it was not just the prophet that was talked about to say he had to leave to avoid persecution. It's not just the prophet. So, I mean, I don't think they meant it to spite anybody religiously speaking in a religious wise. Anyway, my people, now so the matter they be. Now so we dey hear the matter say, well, we're gonna not talk of our prophet like that to leave him alone and all that. Anyway, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. More hear what you think about this whole thing. Like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a lovely day. From us is bye for now. Bye.